Hey you guys, it's me, the Divine Taylor, and this is my YouTube channel. Woo! Alright, what is today's date? Today is Thursday, February 1st, 2024. It is 5:24 p.m. I'm going to do the collective oracle reading. So it's been a minute since I've done this. I've kind of forgot the structure I have with this. I'm gonna have fun with this. Okay, so we're just gonna see what we have going on for the collective. Just anything that the collective needs to know for this upcoming time here. Okay, so it doesn't matter what sign you are. This could be past, present, now. I'm gonna make it more near future. This could be for the near future. Okay. So, this is the cover card. It says, you are growing and expanding on all levels in your life now. Yeah, so pretty much no matter what you're going through, whether it's love or work or family or maybe just yourself, I feel like you guys are pretty much progressing in like all our different areas of your life right now. So pretty much enjoy this process of growing, okay? Now, two other cards came out, so I'm gonna just do like a two pile thing. We have in progress is for one pile, and then the second one is this week. Okay, for maybe some of you guys, something is in progress, but something could be happening for you this week. So yeah, let's get into this. Which deck should I start with? Because it says it's oracle reading. I got a lot of decks that I have not really used. Not yet. I should have really thought this through. But I don't know, my inner child, I just felt like I just wanted to do like whatever and not really plan things out. Okay, let's use this deck. What's for the in progress now? What is in progress now? We have goodness. I overcome my imperfections, polish my character, and feed on the positive. Thus, I free myself, allow my goodness to manifest and become a source of joy. Through gentleness, I offer unconditional support, understanding, and love to myself and others. So pretty much you guys are in this energy where you're embodying goodness, not only for yourself, but towards others. Okay, so maybe that's in progress. Like I said, for some of you guys, maybe you guys could be really working on bettering yourself, getting to a place where you're overcoming like all your imperfections or insecurities, or maybe fighting your inner demons. It's like, just by you embracing yourself just as you are, it's almost like it's bringing this attitude of positivity or gratitude that's radiating off of you. It's gonna pretty much like, you'd be like a source of joy for not only yourself, but for others. Oh, look at you guys. So let's have creation. I have the power to direct my life with a constructive attitude. I create what is best for my soul. I firmly believe I can transform and improve my inner and outer worlds by turning every thought into affirmative action. I act in the image of God and bring light into my life. Yeah, so for I feel like the in progress now side, you guys are definitely in this energy where it's like almost like you're taking all this negative energy that was surrounding you. Maybe it was your own negative thoughts of insecurities or doubts or fear. It's like almost like you're taking that and creating something beautiful with it. So I feel like you guys could be like alchemists on this first side, or what's it called? Like if not alchemists, it's I want to say transmutation, like transmute. You can transmute the negative energy and make it into something very beautiful. There's a certain word for it, but I can't think of it. But all I can think of right now is the word transmutation. But I know that's not it. Oh, I feel so bad. I can't remember it. But yeah, you're someone who can like pretty much take negative experiences or negative things that you have went through in your life and pretty much turn into something positive. What's better for in progress now? Yeah, appreciation. I feel it's almost like you guys learn to have this energy of gratitude or appreciation for whatever is going on in your life. If some of you guys, I said, you went through some sort of bad breakup, or if you guys dealt with some sort of depression, or I said, if you guys had some sort of, bad streak where maybe you guys were just like down on your luck, but it's like you guys now start to appreciate, that down period, because it's pretty much like with the appreciation card, it's like you learn to like pretty much grow or learn that was needed, that say like if there was like a rainy season, I feel like that rainy season was to help like make something within you grow. Like say like there's this garden behind this person. This is giving you like Nine of Pentacles energy. It's like pretty much like you learn to grow from whatever the hardship was. Yeah, especially with the 1 and 5 breaking down to a 6 speaks about like balance. It's almost like you guys like maybe you guys like went through something bad, but it's like you're about to reap the benefits of something good. That's why like it's you're in the progress of making something really amazing here. Anxiety. Yeah, this gives me Nine of Swords energy, but the thing is like maybe you guys are like I said earlier, how you guys like maybe have some sort of like insecurities or fears or doubts or something like that about you guys worry about like if you guys are gonna create the life that you want like you wanted to make, or maybe you guys like worry about like if you guys are gonna I don't know maybe get a certain result that you want, but pretty much like you gotta let go of this overthinking energy, okay? Because yeah, Goddess of the Moon. Yeah, the thing is like Goddess of the Moon card, especially like you gotta tap more into that. Excuse me. Tap more into your like your intuition, and have faith that pretty much your miracle is gonna be on the way, and just don't worry about it. Is what I'm really sensing here for you guys. Where did I get this deck? Okay. What else do we have here for in progress? Some guys are a bit in anxiety over something that you it's almost like because like you want something like to be a certain way, or maybe you guys are like like you guys have high expectations of yourself. It's pretty much like telling you like let go of that, and appreciate like all that you have, and just really just stop and just I don't know, just be in the energy of love and gratitude. Like don't worry about it. Yeah, work through your fears. Yeah, literally. That's the anxiety card. Pretty much like work past it. Like almost like acknowledge that those fears are there, but don't like let that consume you. Yeah, because conclusions are within reach. For a lot of you guys on the in progress side, like you guys are worrying about maybe something like maybe you guys are wondering about like if you guys are gonna be good at this new job, or maybe like you guys are worried about actually starting a new job, or maybe you guys are worried about something like turning out the way you want it. Maybe it's regards to love, or I don't know. Maybe you guys are just like very hard on yourself about maybe you're just about you guys your growth or your spirituality, or like your ascension here, about becoming the best person you can be here. But I feel like you guys need to like calm down, or just take it easy on yourself and look at the bigger picture here with the full moon in Sagittarius. It's like maybe some of you guys like you almost like for some of you guys you may like downplay like all the work that you've been through, because maybe for you guys like you guys don't really like almost see like yourself like see that you have done a lot. Some of you guys is like you don't really notice all the work that you put in, but really it's something like if you look at the bigger picture, it's like you guys have done a lot, but to you it may seem like you're just getting up every day and just like going to work, or going to do certain things, and you feel like you're not doing much, but really it's like maybe you guys are moving mountains just by simply showing up. And that's what I feel like you guys need to look at as the bigger picture. It's like maybe you're still there, you're still doing what you're doing, and that alone speaks volumes of your maybe of your perseverance, of your resilience here. Yeah, so learn to give your guys a little bit more credit. Yeah, because it says your energy is gaining momentum. Yeah, it's like I'm telling you, if you guys are worried about maybe something like turning out the way you want it, whether it's work or a side hustle, or I said a relationship, or whatever it is, I feel like you guys need to give yourself more credit and not stress out about this. Because if you look at the bigger picture, it's like you guys really are moving mountains, just doing whatever it is that you're doing. Maybe you guys are just like feeling like you guys feel like you're not doing a lot because like you're doing the same thing every day, but to other people it's like maybe it seems like maybe you're like killing it, or you're crushing it, or like you know what you're doing. And that's why like you're being called to kind of just take it easy and just appreciate not only what you're doing, but like all the progress you made, or like almost like pretty much like look at where you've come from and look at like where you are now, like and just like show yourself some appreciation. It says like right here, a new start is coming with the new moon. Yeah, pretty much like I feel like all your hard work is about to pay off. You have to have some sort of like breakthrough or a new start here. Yeah, because some sort of energy is gaining momentum. So pretty much just telling you like don't give up. Yeah, don't freak out, because like you guys gonna be okay here. What else we have for in progress? What else we have for the in progress side? In progress. Whoop. Okay. We have the align your life and share your voice. What is not aligned or needs to change? come out of the cave, persecution, expression. Yeah, maybe some of you guys, you've been called like, I don't know, come out of your cave or come out of like, hiding. Like maybe some guys are like like always in your room all the time or something like that. But maybe you guys need to like go out and like, I don't know. For me, sometimes like I'm a bit of a hermit myself. And what I do is like to get myself out of my cave, which is my room. I'll like go out into nature, or like I'll go run an errand. Like today, I went out to like get my money order to pay my rent, which I did do. My rent is paid, and I also like went to go say hi to like this one friend of mine, like at the shelter or whatever. And that was like my way of like getting out. But some of you guys like it could be something different, whatever it is that you get you out of your cave or your comfort zone. Beauty and devotion, priestess and mystic and teacher. Yeah, you also like I told you earlier, you might be some sort of mystic where it's almost like maybe some of you guys you're able to transmute the energy from negative to positive, or create good things from whatever painful experiences you've been through. Yeah, if some of you guys usually need to trust your path, if you need to be supported, what would you do? Yeah, pretty much like know you guys are supported. So don't stress, don't worry about things that's out of your control. Yeah, and then we have boundaries. This is the first card that actually comes out here. It's where do you need to establish better boundaries? Yeah, for some of you guys, maybe that's the problem. Is maybe you guys have people, maybe in this regards, that's where all this like anxiety or fear or maybe like expectations is coming from. Maybe it's from people projecting it onto you. Maybe that's where you need to tell people like, no, or like like I appreciate like what you guys like have to say, but it's like I don't need your input for like maybe my life or for my work or whatever it is that I have going on. Like for some things like I don't need your opinion on. And that's where that's where you gotta set your boundaries and stay firm to it. Yeah, it says align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change, it came right back out. Yeah, maybe that's where the stress is coming from, because something's still out of alignment in your life. Maybe that's it. It could be friends or family or lovers, or it's a job, or it could be a mindset. Whatever it is, pretty much you're being called to, like I said, whatever is not in alignment for your highest good, whatever isn't pushing you to be your best and brightest self, you need to actually, like I said, set boundaries, like, distance yourself from it, or tell people, like, that, you just want some time by yourself, like, just stick very firm to your boundaries in regards to things that aren't helping you. Yeah, especially with the priestess, it says, how are you being called to step up and lead? Yeah, like I told you earlier, it's almost like you guys have sort of brand new start. And for some of you guys, it's like you're being called to step up and lead, or maybe help some people out here. But, excuse me. In order to do so, it's like you pretty much have been called to like let go of things that aren't helping you, or things that are like slowing you down or stopping you from like, I feel like from like doing like whatever you're being called to do in regards to your life purpose. Yeah, it says longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Yeah, you guys could be light workers here. Longing for longing for somewhere to belong. Maybe some guys feel like like you're like the black sheep of the family, or maybe feel like you guys feel like you're constantly the odd one out here. And I feel like that's because like maybe where you're at currently, it's like you don't really belong there, and that's what something like even you intuitively know. That's why like you're the in the high priestess card energy here. You intuitively know. Maybe you guys are very intuitive, very spiritual people. You have some sort of like divinely guided gifts or abilities here, but it's like people around you may not understand that or think you're different or weird or something like that. But that's because like once again you're being called to pretty much do something with that ability, do something that I get in touch with. If since people around you aren't really appreciating it, like or trying to drain you of like your abilities or responsibilities, or trying to like be like energy vampires, so you pretty much go like where you feel like you're being called to go. Okay, you're a light worker. Light workers are actually gonna like attract a whole bunch of energies, because like the way I always describe a light worker like myself is we are like very high vibing, bright like energies that radiate off us. So naturally we're going to attract good and bad energies, and that's the thing where boundaries come in, where you can't let everyone come in and just have access to you, because these are people that's going to drain you here. That's why you need to ask yourself like what needs to go. I feel like intuitively, since you guys are very spiritual, have some sort of very strong spiritual abilities, I feel like intuitively you know what you need to do, or where you need to set boundaries, or what you need to change. Yeah, it says get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. Yeah, that's what I was telling you earlier about how I get out of my cave and like I go out to nature. Maybe you guys are empaths like me. That's something that y'all should be like doing yourself, is getting out into nature, connecting with the healing abilities of nature, because that will help keep you grounded, or help you out with this like anxiety like energy. It's just going outside. Like for me personally, when I go outside, I'm like just chilling there. Cause one day I spend like There was one day I spent like pretty much half the day there. Where I was like there from 8 a.m. to like 5 p.m. By the time I left, I felt so at peace. Versus when I got there, like I was fine. But it's like I don't know. I felt like I still have a little something to worry about or whatever. But it's like by the time I left, I just felt like a whole new person. Like I literally felt I went through like a spiritual ascension just from being there. So maybe that's what you guys need to do too. It's like just get the healing effects of being in the forest. Okay. What else we have here for you? For the in progress side. Whatever for the in progress. It says death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Yeah, that's what I was telling you with that anxiety card, as well as what align your life, what is not aligned or needs to change. Yeah, I thought it's a death. Maybe for something else, it could be a death of a cycle. Maybe I said an end of a cycle in regards to maybe like the way you think. Maybe your mindset was the problem. Maybe I thought you you guys didn't deserve blessings or good things that to happen to you or whatever. Maybe you guys felt like like maybe you guys didn't feel like you didn't deserve like a high paying job, or you guys didn't deserve to have true love, or you guys didn't deserve to be happy. For some of you, like if it's a mindset, or I said it could be something like friends that were like blocking your blessings, who were out of jealousy or envy, or it could be family who just didn't want you to elevate past them or whatever. But it's like these are examples for each one of you. It's different, but the same message applies where something in your life is ending. A chapter of your life is ending, whether it be family, friends, job, a mindset, or co-workers, whatever, associates. It doesn't matter. Maybe some guys are graduating from school. It could be anything. It doesn't always have to be bad, but I feel like in this case, just something that needs to go. This is patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Yeah, like I told you, it's like I don't think you guys have been patient, or that's what you guys are being called to do is be patient. And I totally feel that because when I've started my spiritual journey, I was wondering God had to teach me too. Like say you guys are now like starting to come into like your spiritual journey or whatever. It's like you guys are gonna be called to really like focus on patience. So that's like a big thing is waiting for God to work his magic or to make a miracle happen in your life. And I get how sometimes it's like anxiety ridden to kind of just be like, okay, I'm gonna have to have faith that God's gonna do it and not focus on the fact that it's not here yet. So that's why like I told you if something is like you guys are waiting for like God to like pretty much work his magic with the patience card being here. I feel like instead of like being anxious about it or like waiting or kind of like checking your clock for the miracle. It seems like you're waiting for a job to pay the bills and you have like, only a week left before your rent's due. I'll tell you, just don't worry about it because it's not going to make the blessing happen any faster. You're just going to stress yourself out in the meantime. Like try to do something else, like go into nature or a journal. Just a little advice from a girl who's been there, done that. Anyways, it's a self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Like I told you, it's like some guys might have some sort of spiritual abilities or gifts. Maybe some guys might be, let's say, healers or empaths or, alchemists. Like, you can create nothing from something. Or you guys are like mystics who can pretty much like, transmute negative energy to something positive. I feel like that's like, you guys have some sort of ability like that. Or maybe it's clairvoyance or clairaudient where you guys can like see future events or something like that. But I feel like you guys have some sort of ability that's going to help not only yourself but others as well. It says honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Yeah, that's one thing about being like, someone who's like divinely guided or some sort of like empath or light worker or like a priestess or a mystic. There's a lot of times where a lot of people will downplay your spiritual gifts or your abilities, try to make it seem like, like you're crazy or will just flat out tell you blatant lies. And that's where it's kind of like I told you, if you're someone who's very intuitive like myself, you can see the people's lies like easily. So that's where you guys are being called to pretty much like like the card says, you can't always expect the truth from others, but you can expect it from yourself. So pretty much when someone's lying or whatever, that's when you pretty much like be honest with yourself about what you want to do about this person and like whatever bull crap they're feeding you. That's when you gotta sit down and be honest with yourself. And maybe that's when the boundaries come into play. If someone is lying to you, like trying to deceive you and use you and manipulate you, is that really someone you want on your team? Like that's the time we ask yourself like honest questions like can I really see myself working with this person and say it's like a job, or can I see myself being in a relationship with someone who's like a liar or who will try to manipulate me or use me? Like, is this something I honestly want. That's where I feel like, you gotta start talking to yourself in regards to like what needs to be changing in life. Be honest about what you feel like isn't right for you. Okay, be honest. Because I said, the more you guys ascend, or the more you guys start to go on your spiritual journey or go on your spiritual path, it's like, it's like a pyramid. Like, it's smaller and smaller. There's going to be less and less people who's going to be able to join you on your journey, because it's a self journey. Nobody's supposed to be with you, and your self journey is you and God. That's it. Excuse me. It says regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Yeah, that's another thing that I feel like you guys have been worrying about, maybe with the anxiety card. Is you guys have been worried about, like, how maybe you have been thinking, like, maybe I should have done this better, or maybe I should have done, that better, or I don't know, maybe I could change this, whatever. You guys, for starters, cannot change the past. And you guys trying to hold yourself to an impossible standards isn't going to help anyone. So at the end of the day, what's said and done is already done. It's gone. It's in the past. You can't bring it back. So you might as well let it go and stop worrying about it. And know that you did the very best you could do with what you had at the time. So, get yourself, a pat on the back and keep moving forward. Because at the end of the day, that's all you can do. Okay? You have 20. It says, I am harmonious. You relate to others on an almost cosmic level. You are dedicated to building harmonious relationships of all kinds. You have the ability to persuade others to your point of view by using gentle means. Yeah, so some of you guys might be very good in regards to, like, your empathic, like, your empathic abilities, but like let you tap into people's emotions, or you could feel it on a very, like, sensitive, like, subtle level, cosmic level, and on a subtle level. But it's almost like you guys, pretty much like could almost like I told you earlier, you have the gift of gab. Remember, you can get anyone to pretty much do whatever that you want, but like, that's part of your spiritual gifts or your spiritual abilities. Maybe you guys have sort of power of, like, almost like getting people to, like, say they, like, felt one way about you. By the time they get through talking to you, it's like they pretty much, like, want to help you, or pretty much like, they end up liking you or something like that. So that's how pretty much like your ability is to persuade others to maybe assist you here. And where you guys keep working on yourself, and I feel like going through this death and rebirth process and letting go of what's no longer serving you and just being honest with yourself, I feel like things are going to be all right. So that's why you've been called to let go and release things that's not serving you, and just focus on, like, what is working for you. Focus on what's going to be happening for you in the near future here. Okay. All right. We got our. All right. We'll take this. You have 10-10. Keep your thoughts positive and be patient, as everything is working out for your highest good. Trust that your angels are working behind the scenes to help you. I am patient. Yeah, that's what I was telling you earlier with that patient card. Like, patience is going to be a big thing, especially like on your spiritual journey, like, with God. Because one thing you have to learn, that your miracles, your blessings are going to be happening in God's timing, which is divine time. It's not going to be happening when we feel like it should happen. Okay? So that's a big thing. It's pretty much like, just being patient and knowing that God, that your angels, your spirit team is working everything out. So you just wait. This says 12-12. I am focused. Stay focused on your best possible future and remain optimistic throughout the entire journey. Your angels are right behind you as you turn your dreams into reality. As I was telling you earlier, that creative energy, some of you guys might be alchemists, like, where you turn, like, can take nothing and turn it into something. Or you guys can be like, people who are like mystics or shamans, who can pretty much like take negative energies and turn it into something positive. I thought that's what happened when you guys focus on, like, on the good, or focus on, like, focus on, like, your dreams. Focus on that instead of focusing on, like, things that are, like, out of your control about why something isn't here yet. Focus on actually making your dreams come true, like, whatever that is for you. Whatever that is for you guys. Maybe for you guys, it's like, having a certain job, or maybe it could be like being I don't know, maybe a model, or an actor, or an actress, or doing being a football player, or a musician, or a dancer, or so many things. But it's like, pretty much that's what you be called to focus on, is your dreams, whatever it is that you want, not what you don't want. Okay. So just keep that in mind. You're patient, you have to get the gab. You can help people, like, persuade it onto your side by you being gentle and kind and honest, and you're focused. So this is all good energy. And then we have 55. It says, I am evolving. Subtle change is in your future. Embrace the change and need to overcome your insecurities and let go of your fears. Yeah, once again, it talks about you guys overcoming fears, and I mentioned earlier about your insecurities. I feel like this is the time when I told you you're going through a death and rebirth, where it's almost like, I said, for some of you guys, what's kind of out of alignment is maybe the way you thought about yourself. Like some of you guys felt like, you weren't good enough to have like like I said, the life that you wanted, or to have your dreams come true, or maybe you guys thought you were too ugly or something, or maybe you guys weren't talented, but that's all false. Like that's all um, you know, self-limiting beliefs about yourself, about like how you feel like almost like things are too good to be true for you. Like like a miracle couldn't happen for you. When it all in actuality can, and I feel like it is happening. If you guys, as I said, stay optimistic on what you want here, because you guys are. I feel like your angels are pretty much like moving mountains, whether you know it or not. And all that's why I told you, just by you showing up and being there, it's like you guys are like doing the impossible. Okay, what's got it from in progress? Yeah, it's like some of you guys are having a lot of things happen here, and it's in the progress, but you just got to keep the faith. Yeah, so you have Anima Mundi at the bottom of the deck. Anima Mundi pretty much talks about like, pretty much just like some sort of big cosmic force, God or the universe or a spirit or whatever you want to call it. It's pretty much like working to co-create with you. That's why like pretty much like it's almost like you see yourself as like this small, insignificant, like little itty bitty being, like on the face of the earth, but pretty much just like you play a bigger role than you think. But the thing is, like, you need to actually like as to keep the faith, keep positive energy, and co-create with like God or the universe or the spirit or whatever higher power you believe in, and pretty much know that almost like anything could happen at this time. So you feel like I told you earlier, you feel like you're not worth a miracle. That's completely false. A miracle can happen for you if you just believe in it. Because right now, I feel like it's a time where anything can happen. You guys got the ring. The ring talks about how the world's like a multi-layered and circuitous like place where pretty much like life isn't really linear like people assume it to be. It's actually multi-layered, and like pretty much like it goes back into circles about pretty much like you learning like certain lessons. So maybe some guys are at the time like getting deja vu, because pretty much it's like before you guys move on to the next level or go and do this next thing, it's pretty much like it's like a test of whether or not you're ready for what's to come. Like this is like you guys like like I said, you have been practicing or learning or trying to actually evolve and grow to this next phase, but it's like this is like the test of are you going to be triggered by these past things that you've been healing from? Are you going to be triggered from your exes, or triggered from this job, or triggered from all this stuff? This is like in the ring, you guys are getting a lot of deja vu moments where it's like you're being reminded of things from your past, and like pretty much like I told you, like the universe, God, whatever your higher power you believe in, is testing you. It's saying like are you ready for this miracle? Because they're not going to give it to you if you aren't ready for it. Because then it's like if it comes and you're not ready, it's gonna blow up in your face. Yeah, because the womb card. Uh-huh. Oh, I almost forgot. The ring is pretty much also what I forgot to mention. Is for some of you guys, there could be some sort of ring that's waiting to be on your finger. So someone could also be wanting to marry you here. That's also a thing. But with the womb card here, we have, hold on. Doctors and nurses at Shriners Hospitals for Children to give the most amazing care anywhere and change the lives of kids like me and me and me. With the womb card here, this is giving me Empress energy. Okay, this is like for some guys, if you're not literally pregnant, so this is about you guys. Like I said, having pretty much like nestled in with like I'm not sure if you guys have been hot, because the womb. Every time I pull this card, like even today, like I've been kind of hot. And earlier when I was eating, like I kind of got, I said to myself before I even did the reading, I was like, earlier I was like, oh, I ate too much. Like it's giving like, I ate too much. I was giving like, oh, this is giving like, pregnant. This is giving like Empress energy. I feel like that's funny because I was saying it earlier. It's like here it is now with the womb. It's like pretty much there's some sort of idea that you have. I feel like pretty much like it's ready to be birthed. That I was talking about that creation energy. There's something you've been working on here, whether it be sort of creative thing. It's pretty much ready to be brought to the 3D, or brought to pretty much to the forefront. Whatever gift or ability, like maybe it's time for you to show it off to the world here. Excuse me. Or for some of you guys, it's pretty much like, telling you, like, to get ready, because it's like, you could actually be, well, for some, I don't feel like it's literal, but some of you guys could actually be pregnant, but, that could also be a thing, but if not that, it's like, you guys have been called to pretty much, like, bring whatever ideas you have, to life here. That's what I'm getting. So that's prayer. Be very conscious of, like, what you guys are praying to every day, and actually, like, what is prayer? Is it actually, like, like, what I do before I actually start the readings? I pray to God all the time, asking, like, to protect me and stuff like that, and, bless me with the right words, and, so I make like a clear and accurate message and stuff like that. Like, is a prayer, like, you have your hands like this, or is prayer more than just, like, just that? Is it more like, an everyday thing? It's like your life's like a walking prayer. It's kind of like that. What do you guys, like, pray to, like, whether consciously or unconsciously? And then, I feel that's something you need to focus on, is, like, what do you guys, like, pray for? If that makes any sense. I don't need to read that one word for word, just in case it didn't, because I feel like maybe I didn't explain that well enough. It says the prayer, the worship, the reverence, and the homage. What is prayer? When we are in a state of prayer, when are we in a state of prayer, and when are we not? To whom and what do we pray? Oh my God, I'm going to butcher this word. Archetypally, the practice of prayer has been with us since the dawn of time, as a remedy for the omnipresent self-centered thinking that spins us toward either of our own thoughts. Others say prayer is a natural result of gratitude. Perhaps it is simply surrender or service. Whatever prayer is for you, this card reminds us of its importance. So get quiet, low, humble, and soft. Bow, touch the ground as your heart lifts to the sky. Though it may be uncomfortable, it is time. Nothing else will do. So yeah, pretty much like I said earlier, it's pretty much actually, like, what is prayer? Like, when is a state of prayer? And, like, when is it? When are we not a state of prayer? And, like, what does that mean for you? What do you pray to? That sort of thing. So yeah, pretty much like that's something to just keep in mind, is, what are you praying for? Who are you praying to? Like, what is the state of prayer? Like, is your life a living prayer? That's deep. Ready for the in progress side with the tea leaf. Oh my gosh. Ow. Good advice from a wise person. Yeah, some of you guys might be getting good advice from a very wise person with the owl card. Maybe for some of y'all, it's me. But if not me, then so maybe it's maybe someone like, I don't know, maybe like a smart friend or a wise parent or a mentor of some sort. Yeah, it says star with guaranteed success. As I was telling you, pretty much like you guys are gonna be guaranteed success. So it's pretty much like telling you, don't worry about where you're at currently, because like you're gonna be blessed with some sort of success. So that's why it's in progress. It says staff. Yeah, you'll be taken care of in difficult times. Yeah, so you guys have nothing to worry about. Maybe that's why your angels tell you to relax, chill, be calm. Like you don't have anything to worry about, because like you guys are gonna be okay. We have stork. It says news of a birth. Yeah, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. Yeah, like I told you, it's like for some of you guys, if you're not actually pregnant, like I said, with a child, it's like you're actually going to be starting up some sort of new thing based off, like your talents, your gifts, your abilities, and it's like literally in progress. Maybe some of you might be meeting with some sort of CEO, or I don't know, some Fortune 500 people, or I'm not sure if it's like someone from your past wants you to be a part of their business, or I don't know, but it's like pretty much whatever it is. It's like it's going to be divinely guided. It's going to be happening on God's time. That's why you've been called to have patience and pretty much know that your angels are taking care of whatever issues you have going on, whether it be about money or about whatever it is that you're doubting here. Okay, what else we got here for in progress? What do we have here for the in progress side? Okay, well, that's enough. Okay, I don't know this Linamar deck very well, so I'm gonna read these word for word because I don't know them. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I do now. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So the first card we have out here is the Sun. This says, I am success. Hear me roar. I control your ego and charisma. I boost your confidence and courage. I bring you victory and glory. But be careful not to get too cocky, or you will be burned by arrogance, like Icarus. So the solar face as the moon that follows carries the essential nature of this card as a blessing, success, and big luck. In this card, we also see a scroll of time. As the sun marks the passing of the hours, the shadow falls upon the number 6, a solar number. The sun shines and everything under its light grows. The card around this card in a reading will be well aspected as it bodies well at the end of a line of cards too. The light that shines from the sun card is energizing and revitalizing in nature. It can also signify the confidence to step out into the light by engaging with a project or taking a new direction. Yeah, like I told you, it's like you guys can have this sort of opportunity here depending on whatever the next card is. Oh, this is beautiful. You know how I talked about the number 6 in the sun card? The next card is the number 6. Because, you know, these cards have numbers on these ones. This one has 31 for the sun. The next card is literally 6. Mm-hmm. Unless you said that. That's 6. Yeah. It says clouds. I am dark on one side and light on the other. Conflicts and doubts I am sure to bring. You will not be able to see clearly. I will block your perception and let confusion reign. One thing I promise for sure is that I will pass, but the sun always shines after the storm has passed. Okay? So a card symbolizing foreboding and change. The negative or positive influence is expressed by the direction of the dark aspect of the cloud faces. The ascending birds on the right hand side of the card are the glorious breakthrough of the sun promise liberation from uncertainty. This card can also warn of the obscuring of a truth. There's a lack of clarity with regards to a situation. Something needs to be revealed. A revelation may be in the offing. The darker aspects of the cards are to be found in the lower left, where we see the lighting striking the tree of the previous card. This image reflects uncertainty and confusion. Some systems of Lenormand reading. The bright and dark edges of this card are used to tell us if the confusion is before or behind us. Yeah, it's before us or behind us. In the Reverie, we also are able to tell if it is above or below us. This is particularly useful in Grand Tableau reading, where we are looking at diagonals, or more advanced means of reading. So let's see what 32 is, because that's what's next, which is the moon. Moon is love and romance. Oh my gosh. I love this is going. So I feel like you guys are having success come in. Like, I feel like that's what, like, you know, the number 6, the clouds card, talks about confusion, how you're unsure about what's to come, and, you know, whether or not something's about to pass and what's about to come. Maybe y'all about to have success in business and in love is what it looks like. Because the 31, the sun, was about, you know, big luck, success, money, you know, cha-ching, baby, the bank. And 32 is talking about love. I only read 2 words that said love and intuition. I'm already loving where this is going. It says love and romance, intuition and psychic abilities, imagination and creativity are but a few of the ideas I stand for. I reach across the sky and influence the waters. I am admired all around. I bring fame. I bring honors. The moon card in the Reverie is depicted as a crescent, holding in her horns the various cycle of her nature, from the new moon to the full moon. Below her is a clockwork orrery, indicating that her nature is affected by the mechanics of the universe. Like I told you, the universe is working with you guys in your business and love life, so I am on point. You know, sometimes I feel like I'd be sounding so crazy when I did these readings, but every time I think that, I was like, God literally gives me confirmation that I'm on point every time. So that's always, you know, nice to know. I'm telling you guys right. Okay. Yeah, the universe is trying to co-create with you guys right now. Leg. It says the moon card does not quite live up to the brilliance of the sun. She is more watery in nature and really wants to be a star, to have recognition. Think of the emotional sirens of the silver screen, acting by intuition, by method, living the emotions of a part they are playing in order to act. This produces great creativity, but it can also create casualties such as Marilyn Monroe. Hey, she's a Gemini like me. The moon brings emotional illumination. The moon, however, really flourishes in close proximity to the sun. It needs the forceful energy of the sun. Excuse me. It needs the forceful energy the sun emits to shine in the world to its full capacity. In Lamar traditions, the moon is recognition by others for reflecting on oneself. It is thus fame and notoriety. It illuminates only what other projects onto it. Yeah, it illuminates only what projects onto it. So when it turns up in a reading, careful reflection is required. Yeah. So like I told you, it's like you guys are pretty much like at this time where it's like you guys are reflecting on yourselves, like I told you earlier. You know, this time where being called to really like reflect on your insecurities, your anxieties, your doubts, your fears, all the, stuff. And I feel like that's what the moon card's about. You're listening to your intuition. The high priestess card that was there earlier. You guys are in this moon-like energy. It said it only does well when the sun is near, and here's the sun in between the clouds. And I feel like you guys are blessed, like in this great position for not only success and luck and money. You guys are also here to also get recognized for your fame, and maybe someone has to have some sort of leadership role. We're gonna be in the highlight or doing something creative, or you might have some sort of love coming your way here. Like this is beautiful energy for you guys. I'm happy for y'all. This is great. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. I'll recycle it later. Okay, let's get into the other side. Now, that was the in progress side. The second side is in a week, baby. Or sorry, this week. So something will be happening this week. What is this week? Isn't this week to start? Oh, I'm looking around for my phone. It's Thursday, so I don't know. As maybe something will be happening by the end of this week. It says action. Oh, yeah, maybe something might be happening soon. It says my divine action incites love and harmony. I am aware of my thoughts and driven by positive forces. I listen to my heart. My desire to manifest light, transform tests into growth, challenge into opportunity, and fear into love. Yeah, you guys are our transmuter over here. Okay, transforming all this test into growth. Okay, so maybe some of you guys, maybe both these could resonate, or maybe it's one or the other. But I feel like either way, both you guys are definitely transmuters here. Okay. In this case, I feel like you guys could have been transmitting your own dark energy, or I say dark because everyone has a light and dark side about themselves. The yin and the yang within ourselves. That's how we have balance. Some of you on the first, in progress sides, like you guys are transmitting your own negative energy about your self doubt, your insecurities, your fears, stuff like that. But like on this side, like you guys are pretty much transforming, test into growth. Challenge into opportunity and fear into love. It's like you guys are doing kind of similar to the same thing, but not quite exactly the same thing. Okay? You guys are actually taking action here. You guys are more in the active state. Mm-hmm. What else we got here for? Okay. We have me. I allow serenity to reign in me. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. I listen to honor and strive to fulfill the needs of my soul. Yeah, so it's like you're just taking action in regards to things that's going to help you be like happy with your life, or things that are going to make you feel happy with you, just at peace with your soul. It's like that's what you guys are more at the more active state. Okay, I think you guys are actually more so falling into alignment, whereas this has still needing to get there. It's like I think you guys are taking the actual steps, where they start trying to figure out what's going on over here. That's kind of like the difference. Yeah, it says vitality. I am a being of light. I accept the divine energy in my body, and every one of my cells regenerates. Yeah, so it's like you guys were accepting of yourselves. here on the this week side. You guys are accepting yourself as you are, and pretty much like showing yourself nothing but love, and pretty much like being this beacon of light for other people. At the bottom it says choice. I choose serenity, light, and positive energy. No matter what I go through, I choose happiness. I rise above fear and direct my thoughts to God. Yeah, you guys are not letting fear stop you. Maybe that's that. Some guys, it was like fear of success, or fear of like what people will think, or fear of failure. But or maybe for some guys you have people projecting fear onto you. But it's like either way, you're not gonna let that control you at this time. You're gonna pretty much like trust in God. I feel like you guys are more in the energy of actually doing it. So what do we got for the this week side? We got for this week. What do we got for this week? To the third chakra, Archangel Shamuel. The third chakra is your solar plexus chakra. Yeah, that's like I told you. The solar plexus chakra talks about your confidence as well as balance. You guys are definitely being called here to pretty much like have confidence in whatever it is that you got going on, or whatever it is that you're going to be creating here in your life. So definitely be focusing on pretty much balance, or not being too much of like say like too much of your masculine or too much of your feminine, like being at balance or being at peace with whatever it is and being confident. As well as you have the thinking man here. Yeah, for some of you guys, I feel like you guys could have some sort of thinking man, in your energy, or someone in your energy could be thinking about you here, or you could be thinking about somebody. We also have your sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. The sixth chakra talks about pretty much your third eye chakra. Pretty much like your third eye could be wide awake at this time, which is like I tell you, now you're starting to really trust in yourself and your magic and not let fear intervene anymore if that has been a problem. Yeah, I feel like something you're being called here to is pretty much trust your visions, or trust your intuition, or whatever that title you want to give that thing inside you, your instincts, your conscious. It's all the same thing, but pretty much use that to your advantage here and have confidence in it with that third chakra. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Yeah, this is what you're being called here to do. It's not focus on the bad, which I feel like that goes hand in hand with what you're doing now. You guys are focusing on love. You're not focusing on things that could possibly go wrong, or about maybe things that you could be better about. You guys are now starting to focus on just loving yourself as you are, and pretty much moving forward with that towards other beings of love. Maybe some of you guys want to find like love, not some of you could be in a romantic sense, but not that. It's like so you guys are trying to find like your soul tribe, your soul family, who like will love you just as you are, and like support you for where you're trying to go or what you're trying to be here. We have judgment. It says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Yeah, that's part of the love, is also realizing that, not everyone's going to, be like you. Everyone's challenges is going to be different. And, everyone has their own different walks of life here. And that's something y'all could be happening in a week here. One more for this side. This is the end of the week side. Gratitude. It says gratitude. I'm thankful for, I'm grateful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Yeah, that's what that solar plexus chakra is also about. As far as I said, the energy of gratitude, which is I said that confident energy, like being grateful, being an energy of love and light. That's kind of what that's all about. Because pretty much when you're in the energy of gratitude, it'll naturally bring about abundance, or it'll make you a better judgment and character. Because pretty much like you'll know that almost like you need to be more appreciative of like where you are like at in your life journey, or where people are coming from in their own journey here. So it's like you won't be so quick to judge others of maybe people have been judging of you, or cause it's like how people sometimes like are quick to take a look at someone and then like automatically like deem them like less than or something like that. I feel like that won't be you guys. Like, so it's almost like you guys will be a like almost like a light, or a ball of light and love, like pretty much like when people just see that you have this energy of love like radiating off of you here, because you guys have like worked on your own confidence. Yeah, dance with life, do something to change your energy. For some of you guys, that's exactly what you're doing here, as you guys are now starting to do things with love. And maybe some of you guys, you love to dance, or maybe some of you guys are being called to dance, or it says dance with life. Maybe it's not literal dancing. Maybe you guys are just co-creating with the universe here. If you aren't dancers, maybe some of you guys are just needing to, I don't know, do whatever it is that you do best here. Like, some of you guys might be journalists, or I don't know, you guys might be motivational speakers, or maybe you guys just, interact with people like on a day-to-day life. You'll metaphorically dance with people all throughout the day. And I feel like that's what you need to keep doing. It's pretty much like, keep working your magic is pretty much like what I'm getting from this is keep doing whatever it is that you're doing, because whether you know it or not, is going to be helping out a lot of people just by you being in this loving energy, where maybe a lot of people around you are lacking that energy of love and light and gratitude and appreciation in their normal day-to-day lives. It's like pretty much like you almost be that light for them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it says awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. Yeah, for some of you guys, it's like the reason why you're being called to be like this is because like you're going through not only your own spiritual awakening, but you're going to be like almost like the teacher, or showing people the new way of like being, or it's almost like you're ushering in some sort of new path or something new here. And that's why almost like God's telling you to like trust your intuition with that sixth chakra here. It deals with your intuition, it deals with your visions, your dreams, your insight. Like I told you earlier, it's pretty much like you trusting in it, because it's like you're gonna be a teacher for others. It says inner temple, devotion, and tune into the portal of your heart. Yeah, that's why I'm telling you once again, like listen to your heart. That's to be the portal of love. Like I told you, that solar plexus chakra. You guys are being called to pretty much use that loving energy within you to pretty much help out not only yourself but with others. So maybe the more you guys heal and elevate and find better ways to heal that inner child, or heal from the heartbreak, or maybe the pains from yesterday, from maybe people letting you down, or from I'm not sure, people abandon you or whatever like that. But the more you pretty much ascend and let go and forgive and be this energy of love and light and gratitude, it's gonna also pretty much help others out and change your trajectory in life as well. Mm-hmm. Right now, so laying down the groundwork. You guys are laying the foundation for a divine plan to unfold here. That's what I'm telling you. It's like pretty much keep staying on this path of extension, of awakening, and keep dancing with life, trusting your intuition, because it's gonna pretty much bring in this new way here. It's like pretty much like God's gonna be using you to almost like usher in his own plan. And it's like you guys will be pretty much, if that's what you're wondering about, whatever's going to be happening here. I feel like you guys aren't really worrying, because you guys are more in the energy of less gratitude, of love and light. So you're not really worried about the future. You don't have no stress about expectations of what you're going to create or what's to come. I feel like a lot of you guys are in the present moment, which is what's allowing you to be in this very light energy. Yeah, but it says take time to breathe out with the disseminating moon. Yeah, some of you guys are maybe. One thing you guys can do is, if you guys are, I said, move around or talk around a lot of people a lot. But also, I said, if you work hard, maybe play hard, because it's about having that balance here. So also take time out to really take care of yourself. That's too many cards. We have for prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Yeah, like I was telling you, it's pretty much like if you guys were worried about money or finances, I feel like you shouldn't, because pretty much wherever you're going, wherever God's taking you on this divine plan, money is going to be no problem for you. So, that was something that you're worrying about. Don't be. Yeah, surrender to the divine. Yeah, maybe something you guys are need to do is just, like I said, trust in the divine plan, which I feel like you guys are definitely doing. So I'm not really too worried about it. Yeah, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah, like I was telling you earlier, if you guys are feeling like maybe you guys been through a lot, or you guys have been working really hard or something like that, I just want to tell you, you're about to get whatever it is that you've been, I feel like you guys have been working for. You're finally about to start seeing the fruits of your labor, start to bloom here. Excuse me. Yeah, it says your hard work is paying off at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. I'm not sure you guys are aware of it now, but pretty much if you guys have been working hard, it's this is the year of 8. So if you've been putting in a lot of work, helping others and trying to be a beacon of light and doing the the inner shadow work, healing your inner child, stuff like that, I feel like you guys are gonna be blessed, accordingly. So I said you pretty much during the year of 8, it's gonna be getting back what you'll be putting out. So that's why it's very important that you guys try to do the best that you can, regards to not only your inner work but also in the outer work, which I feel like you guys are going to be doing here, or have been doing pretty well here. So I'm not really too worried. Just pretty much keep up the great work. We have 0, 0. It says, I am observant. Angels ask for your attention. Open your eyes, listen, and think about everything that is happening. Trust your intuition and follow your guidance without any delay. Focus inward through meditation and prayer. Yeah, once again, I told you earlier that priestess card. You guys are pretty much like telling you to be very observant of not only like the outer world, but pretty much like what is your inner like intuition telling you. Like say if like you guys are interacting with someone, like what is your body telling? What's your intuition trying to tell you about someone? Like does it feel lighter? Do you feel like you can open up to someone and like just like be yourself, or do you feel the need to almost like kind of like step back or like build a wall? 'Cause either way, that's your body trying to tell you something. Whether or not you should pretty much like that's just an example of like interact with someone or not, but it could be about just anything, about maybe like going and trying this new job, or actually interacting with someone new, or just trying anything here. I feel like you're being called to just be observant of your body and what it's trying to tell you. What's that? 0. There is no beginning and no end. All is infinite. It is time to develop your spiritual side. You are gaining new sight and understanding of both godly and earthly things. Yeah, and that's the balance that I'm telling you about. In this regards, it could be about your practicality and spirituality, but pretty much like you're a limitless being where you can manifest anything you want here, but you just need that balance. It says 14. I am practical. You are open-minded and always up to try something new, yet you are wise enough to stop and think before you jump into things. This pragmatic approach helps you ensure your time, attention, and efforts are meaningful. Once again, being open-minded enough to want to try something new, but being wise enough to not just jump into anything. Once again, the balance. It'll save you a lot of trouble later. And it says 666. I am centered. A wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation and change the direction of your thoughts, so you can raise your vibration to a more positive frequency. Yeah, definitely you're going through some sort of spiritual awakening, and it's like pretty much like when you go through awakening, pretty much like the way you used to view things isn't going to be the same anymore, because pretty much like you are changing. So therefore, things that used to like make you happy, or used to make you feel good, it won't make you feel as good anymore. The more you ascend, and naturally want better for yourself, because like say like you used to go out and party all the time and drink and hang out with friends and smoke, whatever. That's an example. We start to like get into knowing better, start to ascend and awake. And so you're not gonna want to drink and smoke and party every night, because it's that's not gonna eventually gonna get you to where you want to go here. It says 444. I am protected. Trust your journey, trust the way your life unfolds, and trust that you are where you need to be at the present moment. Yeah. Wherever you guys are at now, that's something I tell you before, you guys are definitely protected for starters, and you also like don't need to worry about like if you're on the right path or you're doing the right thing. You're exactly where you need to be. You're doing everything that perfectly, so just keep up the great work. Mm, Let's get it for this week. Archangel Raphael, see with enlightened eyes and open to abundance. Yeah, this is the green gives me heart chakra vibes. Some guys, this is to be pretty much see things from a different perspective. With eyes of love here, like I told you earlier, and naturally it'll bring in this energy of abundance. Mhm. We have Archangel Azrael. It's time to let go and prepare for change. Yeah, once again, it's like pretty much there is something that could be happening for you, but the thing is, you gotta let go of whatever was holding you back from the past, whether it be a past mindset, maybe it's a bad habit from your past, or bad friends. I won't say bad friends, just friends that just aren't in alignment anymore. Family members, whatever it is, a job, it could be anything. You will know better than I will. What says Archangel Aurora? Welcome new beginnings and let the sun shine into your life. Yeah, all throughout this reading, you're being called that you're going to be going through, have a lot of brand new beginnings. Maybe I said within this week here. That's why I was telling you, don't worry about it. Maybe there's a lot of abundance on the table. So that's why you're being called to kind of just go with it. What's good for this week? Okay, what is it for this week? All right, we'll take it. Okay, so I've never used, I almost I never used this, I'm not very familiar with the Gilded Reverie Linamar deck, so I have to read this one word for word. Okay. Oh, bear with me. John Jacob Chico Hannes Schmitz. His name was my name too. Okay. We have 44. This says the magnifying glass. I am the car that suggests you take a closer look or two. If you do not get clarity from an earlier view, I can provide more focus and a perspective that is new. So this card suggests you need to take a closer look at a current issue. Now's the time to focus, scrutinize, and analyze. You may be overlooking something that isn't apparent or even visible. The smallest details may be vitally important. So use the magnifying glass to help you investigate and uncover more information that can lead you to greater clarity. And a reading this card to the left is what it seems like. In a reading, the card to the left is what it seems like before taking a closer look. The card to the right suggests what will be brought to light after a closer look. It's pretty much something you need to definitely be taking a closer look at here, because pretty much maybe you're not seeing this in the correct perspective. Okay? Now we'll get into the next card, which is 38. It says bridges. Near or far, wide or narrow, steep or straight are some of my traits. But in whatever form, I am your connection to places, people, or points in time. I can span the spaces that separate you. I can shorter the distance that can bring you together. Hmm. A symbol of transition and overcoming obstacles in your way. The Bridges card acts as a way to cross a divide and thereby opens up new opportunities. So yeah, that's pretty much telling you guys are being opened up to brand new opportunities. So the magnifying glass talks about the card on the right is exactly what it is. So on the right is the bridges. So no matter what, you guys are being blessed with a new opportunity here and within this week. So you guys are being blessed with some sort of great opportunity here. Yeah. This card is a significant addition to the Liniment deck because it offers a solution to a problem by helping to bridge a gap. You guys might be having some sort of problem, but don't worry, like everything's gonna be all right here. Okay, we'll get one last Oracle deck for this week, and we'll wrap it up. Okay, better for this week. Oh no, let's use this one. What do you got for this week? What do you have for this week? What do you have for this week? Should I take all of these? Oh, why not? It says flowers, happiness. Yeah, like I told you that third chakra card, that's like your confidence, your gratitude, fun. Pretty much that's what you guys are being called here to stay in, is this positive, uplifting happiness energy, which will naturally bring in the energy of abundance, which will open up opportunities. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we have this sort of job or something open up to you here. It says grapes. Time to go out and have fun. Yeah. Definitely keep, like I told you earlier, dance with life, keep doing whatever you're doing because you're having miracles work out for you. We have chair empty. Someone is leaving your life. Some of you guys, there could be someone leaving. Mm-hmm. But it says flute. Disappointment in a friend or lover. Oh, someone could be disappointing you. Maybe some sort of friend or lover. Maybe that's what that chair empty could be about. But it says eagle. Triumph over troubles and obstacles. Yeah, no matter what though. Say if someone walks out of your life, don't worry, something is coming in to replace them. That sounds bad, but it's like, I don't want to focus on the negative. Like if someone's gonna leave, whether, one other people or not, it's still gonna be good. Like, we have flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Yeah, so definitely keep your standards high here. Okay. Then we also have fire. Strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Yeah. There could be a lot of passion here, but it says firecracker, excitement. Yeah, so there's a lot of good things happening here for you within this week. You guys could have happiness, excitement, passion. Someone could be leaving your life, you might be disappointed by someone, but don't be tempted to lower your standards, even when you're going through like maybe a low time in your life. But pretty much you guys gonna be good here. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. This is the end of the oracle reading here, you guys. I hope it made sense because this is I forgot how I used to do it, so it's kind of like me that's just having fun with it because I forgot how I used to do it. It's been a minute since I've done an oracle reading, so I hope this was helpful for you guys. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe because we're pushing out to a bigger audience. Guys, I love all of that amazing jazz. Yes, I do. Okay. All right, you guys keep up the great work. Don't give up. Be patient. Miracles take time, and you are a miracle, my superstar. So just don't forget that. All right. I love you all so much. But with this being said, goodbye, my superstars.